book, that paper, that pencil. Mom, you make sure they have everything, you know. May not have had everything they wanted, but you made sure they had everything they needed. They do not have that. So we send boxes of pencils and crayons and paper. We have to be careful with the weight because it costs more than what we pay. What I do is when Office Depot, Staples, Home Office Max have the sales, you know, at the beginning of the year, and then in January now, that's where I go get them. The pencils are like 10 cents, that kind of thing, and the reams of paper, just save them up. We also work with a group in Guyana. You know, that's such a sad story. You know, in Louisiana, the schools may not have been that good, but in Guyana, the parents still have to go in and make the seats for the kids. They still teach the kids in one room. It's sad. It's just really, really sad. But, you know, we do stuff like that. That's Beloved Ministry. She also works with ministers. She works with ministers.
What page are you on there?
I'm just giving you the 15 ministries, and then we're going to come back to these 4 that you chose. Judith is one of the 4 that you've chosen. Judith is a woman's ministry for widows. Now, Brother McAllister's talked an awful lot about how many widows we have and how often, you know, they're there. So we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to do housing for them. Do you know the 2 hardest things? Tell me, someone raise your hand and give me 2 of the hardest things that you think widows suffer from. Just for a minute. My mom's a widow. And she was with my dad forever and a day. He died a couple of years ago. And I was fortunate, my brother retired and moved home to take care of her. And then they amputated her leg and all that. But what do you think are the 2 greatest things that impact widows? Anybody in the room? What do you think? Give me one.
Loneliness.
Isolation. Very good, Reverend Frank. Isolation is one of those things. If you have a widow in the church, please go by. If she doesn't want to go to church, spend some time with her. You know, and don't let it be the day that, you know, that one Sunday. My mom is Baptist. Do you know the people who stop by her house? My mom was born and raised Baptist.
Me too.
The persons who stop by her house more than anybody else? Jehovah's Witness. They are there faithful. They bring their kids now. Mother's 87 years old, but she still runs my family. But she's 87 years old, and they are there every week. Rain or shine, they call 2 and 3 times a week. But she can see the church. She can see her church from her front door.
Do they show up?
No, they don't. They sit over for her offering, but they don't show up. They don't. They're real good about sending for that offering. But you know that makes me not feel real good towards that church. But that's wrong. I'm working on that. But isolation is that first one. Give me the second one. If you're a widow,
Finance.
that's the third. That's the number 3. But number 2 is what? What do widows not do? What do they not do? It's just them in the house. What is it they don't do? I think I hear it over here. Cook. She said cook. Malnourished. I'm sorry. I'm a toucher. They don't cook. Malnourishment is number 2. Isolation is number 1. Malnourishment is number 2. And finance is number 3.
But the reason I know, we have a food bank, and I carry a basket to the house. And I can sit there 30 minutes and listen.
It does only.
Yeah, this lady is 84. She called me her son. And she get angry if I don't show up. You miss her next month. What's wrong?
She misses you. She misses you. She misses you. So if you will, just right now, write on your paper that you're going to visit one widow. Please, just make a commitment to the room. But if all goes well with this housing, if all goes well, the widows will have some place to go. Yes, ma'am.
Here's my daddy. He's 86, and he lives by himself. And so we just want to hear a word from somebody.
Yes.
We talk, and when he get on the phone, he talk and preach and everything. You know, so when these people go through and stuff, you know what they're going through with, but once when they get off the phone,